take a look at this. This is pretty dang awesome. Turkey, officially the #1 most obsessed country with Dogecoin. You love to see it as we have the numbers coming in. According to a recent study, 8.2% of the entire population of Turkey has searched for Dogecoin. 5.5% with Netherlands coming in at second place. That's over 4.7 million people in Turkey, a country with a population of 85 million people. So actually a pretty large country that have searched the term Dogecoin. Awesome to see Turkey embracing cryptocurrency in such a large way. That's going to continue to happen in more places across the globe. Right now, it's just one. It will be many more. As we also have a comparison here, 331 million people in the United States in 2021. It's up to around 340 or more million people now in 2022. So that's a pretty large country, Turkey is, in comparison to some of the other largest countries on the face of the earth. As we also have this interesting article coming in, Dogecoin versus Shiba Inu, SHIB price to overthrow Doge and rally 40%. My goodness, take a look at the silliness. When we look at the market caps here, you can see Dogecoin right now with a market cap of $12.751 billion, comparing that to Shiba Inu with a market cap of $5 billion. Shiba Inu had its moment of glory where it did briefly pass above Dogecoin. I told you, you're going to want to be holding Dogecoin long-term over Shiba Inu coin. So far, we've been extraordinarily right about that. If you want to press the like button, you're certainly welcome to do that, as Dogecoin continuing to show it is the top dog in the meme coin space with much more utility than just simply its name suggests as a meme coin. By the way, you may hear my baby make a couple of noises here. I'm actually holding her right now in my arms as I'm at my computer desk here. And on top of that, we also have a big update when it comes to the SEC and Dogecoin. This actually is not the update with the SEC and Dogecoin. This is something different that we also need to talk about. Alameda CEO Caroline Ellison has tapped into the SEC's former top crypto regulator as the lawyer in FTX investigation. Take a look at this. You can see she hired Stephanie Avakian, who is a former top member of the SEC. She's going to be representing her, and this was very smart of Caroline to do. You compare that to Sam Bankman-Fried. By the way, never do what Sam Bankman-Fried did if you're ever in that position, where he actually went on a bunch of interviews and potentially revealed incriminating evidence against himself. That all worse when you realize exactly how much he was being told by people, what he should be doing and shouldn't be doing. We actually have, and by the way, I'm of the opinion that Sam Bankman-Fried does deserve to spend time in prison. I put out a show a few days ago explaining why I'm very confident he's going to be spending a long time in prison, as much as 30 years in prison, for the crimes that he did commit and the crimes that he allegedly is going to be held responsible for committing as well. We don't know 100% if they're going to be able to pin him down on specific crimes, but if they can do that, and it's looking like they're going to be able to, if they can actually follow through with prosecution and bring him into custody, there's no reason why he wouldn't spend time in prison unless there's some corruption going on. Is it possible he'll pay them off like he's done before? Is it possible somehow he'll find a way to get out with his connections? Yeah, it's certainly possible, so we won't rule that out. I just don't think that's going to happen. I know a lot of people expect it to. Let's be a little more optimistic here and say he'll probably end up paying for his crimes. But here's some of the crazy texts between the two of them. So we actually saw CZ Binance in a big group message with other major cryptocurrency exchange leaders, where he was talking about Sam Bankman-Fried going to prison. He was telling him that to his face. He was saying, stop what you're doing or else you're going to go to prison. And the more you talk, the more you do stuff, the more prison time you could potentially face. I was shocked to see the level of forwardness that CZ was putting forward. CZ also accused Sam Bankman-Fried of FTX of trying to destabilize Tether, which obviously would have massive negative implications on the crypto space. Then Sam Bankman-Fried came back and said this, that the $250,000 USDT, would that depeg it? He asked. Are you claiming you think that? 250K, would that depeg it? And then Mr. Zhao responded that he didn't think the trade of that size would succeed in destroying Tether, but it could still cause problems. My honest advice, stop doing everything. Mr. Zhao said, put on a suit, go back to DC, and start to answer questions. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Bankman-Fried shot back. So it seems relatively easy to pile on Sam Bankman-Fried right now. Even the founder of Binance is doing that. There was some competition, obviously, between the two of them for who would have the top exchange in certain areas. Right now, it's clear Binance is winning because of their one-to-one backing of Bitcoin and multiple other cryptocurrencies that they have proven. Actually, they have a surplus. They have more Bitcoin than they're supposed to have. So I trust that significantly more. That said, the one area where I do not trust Binance is the ties to foreign governments, like, for example, China. In that regard, there are areas where we have to be very careful when it comes to Binance, and we have to make sure that we're not putting all of our eggs in any basket, regardless of if they seem more trustworthy or if they seem like they're led by the right people. It doesn't matter. A couple of mistakes in these exchanges can fall, which is where we get to this big point of the day. The SEC has done something that is absolutely massive, and they're now asking companies in the crypto space to disclose their exposure to struggling crypto firms. Massive, because this could help to prevent you as an investor from losing all of your money. If we had already had this in place, there's lots of people who would have been able to save themselves from different various problems. This level of transparency that will be forced upon these crypto companies is going to lead undoubtedly to those crypto companies having to be better. If they know everything they do is going to be watched, if they know the customers and the people who are trading with their company are going to be able to see what they're doing, they have to get better. And so this is the big breaking news of the day. This is something that's probably the biggest story we've had from the government perspective of crypto in quite a while, as the SEC is going to be pushing very hard against exchanges having too much power and too much freedom in order to be able to hurt investors with that. The thing I've been saying since the beginning, the SEC is extremely valuable in regulating exchanges and big centralized groups that get too powerful. Where we want the SEC to stay away from is trying to regulate, especially over-regulate, the decentralized crypto space. That's where they need to stay away. That's where they need to F off, to put it bluntly. They need to. We don't want them involved. And so I think so far they've been seemingly on the right track in regards to this. They are being more pro-crypto in the decentralized fashion, and they are being less allowing these massive groups to have power. They are being less allowing Sam Bankman-Frieds of the world and allowing FTXs of the world as we move forward. They're not going to allow them to have as much of an ability to screw us over. That should have been in place already. Of course, it takes time for any government body, especially who's very slow and bureaucratic. It takes some time to do any of this stuff, but there are a couple areas where they can actually help, and this is certainly one of them. So that's huge. It's going to be good for Dogecoin as well, because a lot of Dogecoin is held on exchanges, and if those exchanges are regulated to the point where they have to be better and they cannot risk customer funds in any significant way without having scrutiny or without having people who are using their platform leave, that's going to incentivize people to do the right thing. It's going to incentivize less risk. It's going to incentivize those exchanges to be better and to serve the Dogecoin holders that are on their exchanges. They're going to have to serve them better. Overall, very, very, very positive thing, as long as they don't take this too far. And I have to always use caution whenever I talk about the SEC and crypto, because it's entirely possible that if we give them too much rope, they're going to take it and run with it. And that's the exact opposite of what we need. At the end of the day, they need a little bit of rope to be able to rein in on some of these powerful exchanges and centralized bodies. But beyond that, we'll cut the rope off. They don't get any more. Floyd Mayweather, by the way, has now claimed a victory alongside Kim Kardashian because they have now won their lawsuit. Remember, they promoted Ethereum Max, which is one of the dumbest tokens I've ever seen. That's why I didn't promote it. Most of these, it's crazy because most of these tokens that have gone bust, I've been reached out to by their teams, and they've asked me to promote them. And I've always said no if I don't have a good feeling about it. And I've been pretty good about that consistently. I haven't had a good feeling about FTX since the beginning. I haven't had a good feeling about Ethereum Max since the beginning. When I don't have a good feeling, I'm not going to touch the coin. And so I think hopefully that served all of us in our community very well, as I am the one who brings us opportunities. I am the one who finds these. I am the one who talks to teams for us. I am the one who does all this work for us. And so as a result of that, I need to be on my game. And I think our track record actually, with a couple exceptions of times where things have just gone wrong, I think our track record overall is really good. We have more than a 90% success rate. And that's much better than I think just about anyone else can say. And the reason why I don't particularly feel bad if someone's going to invest in a coin like this because of a celebrity is because you should know better than that. Do you really think Kim Kardashian or Floyd Mayweather know the single first thing about cryptocurrency? Do you think Floyd Mayweather even knows what a block is? Do you think Floyd Mayweather knows how cryptocurrency works? Do you think he understands what Bitcoin is? Do you think he even knows who made Bitcoin? Maybe he knows that. I mean, he's not an idiot, right? But at the same time, he's a boxer. He's not into cryptocurrency. He's not going to know all the nitty-gritty of it. He's a smart dude, right? But not in that way. He doesn't know anything about that. Neither does Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian, the last person I would ever trust to tell me what cryptocurrency to invest in is Kim. At the end of the day, celebrities and people who are focused on their own specific trades are not someone you should go to for this. You need to go to people who actually have experience in the crypto space, who understand the metrics behind why cryptocurrencies succeed and why they sometimes fail as well. That's the key. That's the most important thing. And so just moving forward, I think a lot of people have learned, do not trust celebrities who know nothing about cryptocurrency to be telling you which cryptocurrencies they like. That's going to lead to disaster over and over and over again the more it happens. People will still trust them sometimes. It is what it is. I mean, I will say as well, there's the possibility to make money if you do play your cards right on these. It's very difficult to do that, but you can if you are buying instantly after a celebrity tells you and then you're selling at the top. But make sure if you are up big on a coin like that, by a celebrity, you're going to want to make sure to take some profits on it. I even say that sometimes with coins we support. It's time to take some profits. Especially in bull markets, you have to make sure you're taking profits on most coins because that's the only way you'll make money, right? If you don't do that, how will you make money? But as we continue to see what Elon Musk is tweeting as well, it's really getting more and more interesting. He's been tweeting some funny jokes, some interesting stuff, making fun of some of the policies that have been implemented on the world stage over the last few years. Some of them definitely deserve to be made fun of. And it's just interesting to see how much Twitter has shifted into really a place that's joke-friendly. It's fun. I like what he's done with it. I love the place now. It's a great, beautiful place. Thank you, Elon Musk. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I'll see you in the next video.